Welcome to It's Not Soccer. Subscribe for more football news. The summer transfer window has been incredible, as the top clubs around Europe spent millions to try to strengthen their sides. According to Transfermarkt, clubs across the English Premier League spent a colossal €2.24 billion during the window, the most ever, and there were some huge moves, including Antony €95 million to Manchester United, Wesley Fofana €80 million to Chelsea, Darwin Núñez €75 million to Liverpool, Casemiro €70 million to Man United, and Erling Haaland €60 million to Manchester City. In Europe's other top leagues, things weren't quite as busy, but Aurelien Tchouameni €80 million to Real Madrid, Matthijs de Ligt €77 million to Bayern Munich, and Rafinha €60 million to Barcelona topped the list. Clubs across Europe: in Italy's Serie A, €749 million, France's Ligue 1, €557 million, Spain's La Liga, €505 million, and Germany's Bundesliga, €484 million, spent a total of €2.67 billion. But who did well, and who did poorly? Barcelona, given that the club have been trapped under astronomical debt, at its highest, €1.35 billion in March 2021, budget limitations and salary caps from La Liga. It's a miracle that Barcelona have managed to spend over €150 million on signing the likes of Robert Lewandowski €45 million, Jules Koundé €55 million, and Rafinha €60 million. Having restructured their debt to wipe out most of the short-term liabilities, signed a few free transfers: Franck Kessie, Andreas Christensen, Hector Bellerin, and imminently Marcos Alonso, and let 16 first-team players leave to free up room in the salary cap. They have finally registered all their players and can get back to concentrating on what's happening on the pitch. Their financial finagling has seen sizable percentages of economical assets and future revenue, e.g. from TV and merchandising rights, sold off in return for liquidity today, while their long-term debt remains huge. The ethics of this modus operandi, basically kicking the financial can down the road, can be discussed, but the squad looks the most competitive it has been in years. Having more or less gambled the club's future on success, they will now need to start delivering. Manchester City, the Premier League champions, probably ended the transfer window with just one undisputable upgrade, but what an upgrade he was. With all due respect to Gabriel Jesus, who has started his Arsenal career impressively with 3 goals in 5 games, or any false number 9 that manager Pep Guardiola may have fielded up front, Haaland is a totally different proposition. Landing the best emerging centre-forward in the world from Borussia Dortmund for just €60 million looked a huge scoop in May, and even better as the weeks pass with his 9 goals in 5 Premier League games so far. The transfers of established first-team players to Chelsea, Raheem Sterling, and Arsenal, Jesus, Alexander Zinchenko, plus moving on a number of under-21 players for relatively high fees, including Gavin Bazunu and Romeo Lavia to Southampton, means that City made around €200 million from this summer's transfer activities and only spent €160 million. North London: for clubs that have often been in a never-ending state of transition, doing last-minute deals, both Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur have operated the transfer market with sense, creativity, and a bit of guile this summer. Led by sporting directors Edu and Fabio Paratici respectively, the North London clubs have slowly built well-balanced squads in which deficiencies or shortcomings have been continuously addressed. Both now appear to have clear visions of their ideal ways forward, and their sensible and timely activity in the transfer period demonstrates that they're on the right track, as evidenced by their places in the Premier League table. Bayern Munich: though some long-term doubts around the departure of Lewandowski remain, there are early signs that the €32 million arrival of Sadio Mane, despite the player's differing technical characteristics, will make up for the loss of Bayern Munich's relentless goal scorer. While the arrival of De Ligt, €77 million from Juventus, should shore up their defensive stability for the foreseeable future, the signing of Stade Rennes's 17-year-old Matthias Telephone, with his unpredictability, versatility, and creativity in the last third, is likely to uphold their attacking fluidity in the years to come. Ryan Gravenberch, 20, a highly rated midfield prodigy, €18.5 meters from Ajax, is set for a great future too. From both an immediate and long-term perspective, the German giants have recruited sensibly and strategically, to a net spend of just €34 million, and with no other significant departures other than Lewandowski, their dominance in Germany shows no sign of waning anytime soon. We will discuss the neutral and the losers of transfer market in another video. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, It's Not Soccer, for more football news.